be pull this facility now. Say indeed, say omo dia, safui, kaba now and come up pull all the structures on the building, on the plot down. Na bia must sa ye bia bubu no akuba bi na bia mo so start. But the fee say, no mo sa be can be touch buildings and part feel no. You hu omo bia wa. Na ke say abro ne tumi no me o ma say dem. O make dem e dey ache. But safui ade esi ye no ho. E kire say esi an MPP ni panini. Because per my checks me information say Mr. George Tubo to who say ade no say ka say e si say dey si na say kwa abonten a party ni be gu ase enti odwane to omanpani kofo efre the vice president no or referred man the chief of staff that Mr. Ferowale efre Abu Ramadan several time one pick over tell ko say asem say na ba te brame entra say nkasa say ye fu ba akuma Abu Ramadan antie ena obe pull building down. And let me tell you something. Abu Ramadan fees at this time no. Waba MPP aba benyesika. The MPP be go on fan ti sika nya no. Wo call back akọ fund ni PNC. Say Agyapong. Yeah. Kan. Say Abu Ramadan ni MPP ni ba ogu MPP ama. Ogu MPP na akọ back battery ade safwe. Yes say. Konfo no atra yare for my konfo ba beto ye yina yipo na mo di bone. Seb mpediasa. Abu Ramadan ade oye. Wogu ni aba ni mase wogu akonta ni mase wa konta ko petumi sei hwe ade a waye tuure imanye se Mr. George Tubo nso se wo so okwasea wo so do MPP obato aba MPP George Tubo se na yire beto aba MPP ne ba beto aba MPP na busha beto aba ma ohwe omo ye ba ye ne labor ni wo se wo medu wo gije ne phone gu da wo se ha no da ne nkola school bags ne books nyaade ye se no to fees on no wajim so beto aba de MPP enti ade a wo ye no Dr. Bawumia defeat na ope na make say asu a enya nipa be fa no na nyame amana dar bonka say wo ye sutina ana fa nipa nyame e kire ama Ghana fa hu say so munya tumi a anemo medana di che da me ka say enya mfula na fo no nyina na omukura bad intention ba akwa asante achima gwa mfula na fo no bi o ma fa otra no de wo na ntwe no right so bokwa akọwe kuani no e bia ne nkunuma na watermelon na buru ba say kuani no nya de aba ekoka na ntwe ne penefula ni na twetu e kire tumi be di manfo sama de o ma be de che basaf ade we so ayekoso kire se ti se MPP penini party
me ntwa no we eye Edra Secretary Dumase constituency my picture ni
can see
Nana Bamba okay anima on George Tibons ni hwe aha nyina Edra enipa ye de beto screen so ama obia wo hwe bia no enya bi Edra Secretary constituency honi video in Santa de we ultimate crack jarabia buta and the
Muslim community
yes we enya omukata omutana so bomba in friends
yeah omukata has been ebini ana Mr. George Tubo ekodu no yes that's Mr. Tubo
ono ankasani Tubo no ankasani
so MPP new
yes enema we wanchi constituency eno so eni enema oyema wanchi constituency ni aya assignment constituency assignment so enema oye ehoni aya dom kwabenya constituency ahanya one enye onobo adwo asafuni we mu nyina enema we nyina aya enema George Tibonsu eyema and in 2020 aya adenta constituency adenta enema
constituencies na
so eni aya swami po de me amedina hai me ne Robert Saturday anwumre be 4 igina pick up achi any around say honorable can buy cancer health work on your honorable chairman sabons koye health work etin the whole swami constituency ni na etin yen so honorable can buy you free swami pe na yesa de ni kire asomase na yesa koye health ni nyina sa health work no ensuo ni bipie course wo bia no na Tibonsu so mo hwe ya me hwe wo pickups be ni cars be o hye or answer on the bed man call Jubilee House be kwatire ye a yinyina di beto screen so ma ahwefo ni atifo nyina enya bi ahwe nti se nipa we eya contributions we edima we asege constituency oni o yesa ni ma we de ma NPP na se BBC na se yentimi ne ntena se enkasa de adam minim na ne mene de ye ntena we ye lowa manya krobo
omo value Abu Ramadan ne ba obaye 2016 just 2016 no e chen Mr. George Tibonsu o matra party asafo na me anka do Mr. George Tibonsu no nyame asemu ni tin enye kwa reason of friend ka che say yen tone down na enye
ahanya Jubilee House
yes
on cars
Mr. Tibonsu
1 2 3 4 5 7 cars and a sanso, a more tundra, a more land cruiser, and what say, and every constituency Ghana ha, what the name, especially of our constituencies, no, one year, you more at the party.
Safeway, that make us dear, as you know, actually, say,
any money being, just creating an umbrella for 4,000 bomb by almost Babuta, and any man who queen for any.
Safo, just say, yeah, Chile say, baby, near ship system, ship Ghana phone and people phone as someone called ye campaign man. Oh, Georgia Tubos, whom I was soon yet, Echo Boak in the Japan. Until I bet you baby 2 million. And Safo, let me tell you something. I did with my, you know, a beer Ghana for Yena Yetiana Yentias, Safo. I did with a walk consequent and a beddy dem. A catcher will be said. Say Chinanko, so man penny and our power and say, yem supporting the person with we. That's a war we sit down back. So one could support now, you better boo than in here. And here the who, I never can be a Safo can be idea no. And you who near the 2 months for him say Chinanko, if someone is the leader, if someone is the president, if someone is the have a say in the political party. No, cause young conquer how now woman, we can even come and kill you. Over the beer, I don't know where you know. They be Safo, they just wanted to put fear. And also to send a signal to some people say China, you see ye na ye kobinkum. Wo de say wo yima oboya du. Na say wo ko nifa ye ba be say. And so for a car say me so ache Ghana for say. Honorable Ken, look at how this man is. Very tough. So no ko yetima en hu nipa say ya. O Ghana ni no. Where lies or life. Ye bet ma che oni at this man to ni ato to go tem ni okun hwi ensi.
Be 2 weeks now Otibon so share say or frefre oma no mu di Honorable Ken atia o co election or Lucy and omo bu afu no wa share say from one after the other and omo kasa bloggers a wo share omo individuals a wo share omo wo mu nyina no mu nim ana
Safo the one am say ade omo ye no ye na ye ntia but the e kan kire wo ni say next time she nyina ka se ko ha wo ya kwantan kra me mane because be Safo mi sajo Otibon so nipa otimasi sa da we see no e bia men anka bia ebu ba akora bia ba na bia kam da intensive care unit but entaching and kan no ono kwaya ye ne say ya se me se shaibu me dan ye ba ako na me si na se be ka se bia monfa ha me ka se me nkwa na me de mani akobu de to mi sa joitu ka say eh man kwa bibi se bitima to me enti bibi edam bi e kan bi no be say de e to Ghana for de itirim na ade na MPP so aye no it is going to cost them but they don't know.
I don't think MPP for ebe cost MPP.
The entire cost MPP ni say obia pep e fear sumdwe wo mu na okwa akotena mu but say ne mo na kwa mo say yemra mo nchen no say mo yenu mo ko a ana say asono mienu ko a na mu homa e okwa ya say kwaya na say nnua na homa na the impact bi omo they say MPP mu e che the peace ni wo ye Ghana ni a enkoto o ma MPP for peace ni wo ye Ghana ni a esa ka che say per Dr. Mahmoud Bomeka no we are vice president now we need to me mpo ana na konta ana yire tima sadwe esa kacha Ghana for say mamon to aba maye na nya tumi a MPP ni kwa ni say na wo ordinary Ghanaian enti e pame
am say abonya no anka wa
on finishing enti e pame Ghana for say don't vote for MPP because we are not serious, we are not united. When you give us the power, we are even holding a position at the vice president, and this is what we have done. When if I become the president and all the powers vest in me, I'll do more than this.
Baby, so I say me now. Answer now. Obe here. Asam baby, so I say. So you Otibon so 2024. Then I'll be. So subscribe to Strong Voice Network. Subscribe to Strong Voice Network. Ne share, ne for comment, bra. The back in Kenya, I said the two screens on my way. Baby, Mr. Kofi upon brain will be an Michiano, Mr. Albert Ruby, and Mr. Jumo Elusini Papa. Yeah, Mr. Jumo. When I'm from 5 months, new Bagana, if you US Bagana say, Ubi Siabro, we are 3 months per pepe. I will cross the atos to Mr. Jumo, baby, will be an Yankopon, and the chair over and my, I feel Mr. Kofi, Dogby, Albert Ruby, Prince Tete. Jimmy, police officer over bronze. Also, that baby will be an Yankopon account. SK, so your neighbor could pay. Also, you will see, Yamyadma this week and all go back to Japan. SK will be Yankopon account. Mama share Miss Juan, if you are Evelyn, oh New York, Evelyn, baby will be an it's our papa. Chabu now, we will Tibunsu, who sponsor and conform Dinner NPP Dinimu, Eto and Niema. t-shirt near the Emanko Fuska some from Koye elections in the name of NPP. So you Utibunza 2024 yeah you me. And then also
the mate man say mebo am NPP opposition.
Oh Samo.
Me akọ restart party no because ade na o dan de achem so Utibunza. E kire o mo say tumi kaka na e wo no. Ti nyame boa na say ye wo. Tumi ni nyina be Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye so ni in January 7 2025. Why Mr. George Utibunza ye come kwa wo gene finisem. Into the mate man say mebo na the party na co position. The party no co position the leadership of the party then become the general secretary and party chairman. No marshal RS party no aye reconciliation na say be azanfo agana one chachafo edu mawura party ni mu eni also eni MPP ho azanfo adoso party ni mu or like chat omo family na yedba dia me busa say ezi dombo omo party ni the late down rocha omo party ni me busa say mampeni ko for party ni na safoi party a yede mra eye adwuma ntia yetimi gina party ni mra so na national executive committee for omo pame Paul Afoku omo suspend Kwame Agyapong omo pame Samira crab no ade abu Ramadan aye no ka o say ko MPP ni ko omo pame no ade chama wuntumi ene ada panifo so ntoko omo kuna Shanta region no ka chama wuntumi yobi aka ba na ke to ma suspend no Mansha South organizer ono ko threaten chama wuntumi no ay ko wie ko land MPP ni Mansha na ka so omo suspend no wuntumi aid threaten the general secretary odaso namo Mansha South chairman so no akanse mebrin so afa regional chairman no
Kennedy Kwame Agyapong proud to the November 4th election nene ya be PM ewo ability ewo East Legon na say sebi enye Kristo ni afa keneke o say wensa obohwe adan poly edua ni kwabrane se wonsu nyankopon no aka ni nyina gu from simply because of say okura power best a week ni ana ete say Mr. George Utibunza nipa ba ko a oye campaign finance honorable ken na dwumadie ne dan a ewo East Legon ability ya de a ya anamo aba be dwira gu form na ye pe ya anamo ko kan ten no na kama ko ese eye madana onu fi PNC ebe kan na make that obi a free PNC by MPP no he has the right to own properties in East na hokwa na Abu Ramadan eno nua ba Samira Bawumia o masa ase wo fa no si dan maako du ewo so no enche press conference masa ase wo fa no si dan maako du bibia ne o ba ba address nsɛmtwɛfoɔ ne ehu die free mu eba empeni sɛ de ɔkɔ aten de ɔba aten de ogya no aten turu de bit mama yɛ the correct picture of the AC asase ne dia sɛ nyɛ ne dia sɛ ɔno fi sɛ bi ɔyɛ MPP ni ana pete mu asase empeni sɛ na hɔkwa na Abu Ramadan ɛna onua ba Samira Bawumia o masa ase wo fa no si dan maako du ɛwɔ so no enche press conference ba before then me pata me ne Frank and Dan etwe komo Frank akwaba
me ni ameje so
we are Frank and Dan we are for Ken.
Yes.
Me say me ordin but we share Frank who don't so ordin papa we are for Ken and we are for Ken, we are for truth,
justice for all.
And ya cause you be defend on about Ken the ensuo mu awia mu enkwa mu wu mu you be defend me say be an say politics mu nwu a malaria kwa bit makum and when you say the truth na so wu a boni bi ani Frank uba ya abuhu say adan beburu etu na kwa ye fa so dismantle dan say ye dwiri fa de aka no wo de ahwe enye yie na say ana hu ye no hu ye
Minua Shaibu mama fanchi akese ema strong voice network ahwefo ne atifo na menchia ye papa Kennedy akompre ko Agyapong adofo a mo wo Ghana ha ene wiase nyina ene ye wo grounds feed gadochi na eya reho nanso minim se de Kristo bewu je wiase nyina nkwa no saa awudi sem we a akoso wo hai ba be ma Kennedy akompre ko Agyapong aba beje Ghana because okandifo a ye fi se tumi kura omo a esese omode boye ho ban na omode boye japade ho ban no saa kandifo no omode tumi no eje japade asey ye japade asamso akumye. That is not what we call politics. That's why I always say, before you handle a political power to anybody, the person must have a political knowledge. Because nobody with a political knowledge obey to me asay adankurama kuma kudu a etese. This is not demolition. Who told you this is demolition? When you hear demolition, we should call a spade a spade. Or the bomb half. Look at the buildings. All the buildings. Yes, sir. You the bomb in such a way say no building can withstand. So say you hear demolition will kromuha and kada way now it will be completely down. Enti say proper demolition say near yano. Yayana na jo 1 o'clock. And I do 1 o'clock near demolition. Shabu, would I match now strategy? Me buy a me share that go round every idea. So I heard that we are. We say you breaking half. And that we are. There is another building. And now they don't have access to go. So the only thing they did is omukobu war way actually. And omukwa say bakune way actually no. So now there was another one there. And they couldn't get access there. So you can see say and I know single-handedly. And they realize say they have to speed up and go. And do you think say nature will forgive you? Do you think?
Court am to me. Whatever you want to do, you can come and do.
Minia Shaibu.
Frank.
We are politician was said the say obeshema o manfo asetenam at all. Let's take for instance say all things being equal. Assassino and yet Mr. George Otibonsu there. But look at the stretches. What I ben or this see dino. Or sing young coupadom. What to quine aqua manone. Na okoye no a hochra of firmuno or koda biaya near friend shelter. Obi na see ye na yet to kromuha. Ye catch the Ghana for say munim diamokosiana bruchino, monfamra. Na ono di onyani sikano. Osi odi ba besi adan ama Ghana fo a omunya baabi na Ghana fo a omo ho kire omo say either short stay or whatsoever na nkama ba beda not for rent or sale or any profit enti ukura asase ne yawo de no we are in election year what
your election simu a emra nya adwuma
ode ma menwie enti mpo no kase okay kaya yefu agukuro mu ha we should call a spade a spade. Yema me Samira Bawumia. Ne tribe, they are the Kaya tribe. Moka Mosemayanka, we speak the truth. Ada no be a Santini or ya proud to say a Santini. Obi ya Kramoni or proud to say Kramoni. Obi a Pepe ni Doka and Buafu. Etinika go to Accra at night. Kwashemia ya nipa ededa.
Frank, Osha, the information is Mr. George Bozukampo, for 12 Penico 4. I'm Penico for a try some intervening. MPP. Is this some mumping for party one?
Oh, Shabu, we say all the time, a casse. Empre NPP party no I want. Empening for now or moody party no, or more capre, or more simple any party no. Enti inform ho. Ebegwengu, or more to say Bible mu. Akura for me nua. Or moba, or mo ya ba kuba wu ye no. No more preba kohono. The onim send the ba wuono. Eka say, and yet young quackra na yen chen muminu. But dear, ono no what abadaye. Was so dear, Yama cranantina say. A yadaya, abofra new guinea, yenina, you bet to me asomano.
From Musa Assembly. Yeah, about 2 about number 7 December.
Yes,
MPP mu. Near my air kumi. Say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Or ne team, and Mr. George Otibonsu air kuma. Ghana ni kwabetto about MPP.
Ebede. And even this fight is not George your papa George Otibonsu. Eye Kennedy compare ko Agyapong. Yase wo pa sama ka kire Nyankopon wa na o ka kire mfrema. Eye Kennedy compare ko Agyapong tia.
Another building him say Mr. George Otibonsu dia. Na si de na ko fa Ken bam.
Your papa George Otibonsu. Nya no yonko brebo na Kennedy compare ko Agyapong.
Ken sika say mu campaign oboy.
Yes. And more of no one hint here, because you see in politics, a politician must be a businessman or supported by a businessman. And they knew that Canada Compre Japan is a successful businessman with a successful businessman as his partners.
And it's a Ken who here, then MPP reconciliation or more
that is the wickedness of their part. Akwaya say yes, I could be or no all cow na ohuhu. Sabi na MPP 40. omo ahye that the reconciliation no kata Ghana fuani kata Kennedy Akompre kwa Agyapong ani aya say omo pay asem but sumase no omo kuye. Let me take this opportunity to tell every Ghanaian any Kennedy Akompre kwa Agyapong fan and supporters say what na ho na we ye MPP ya papa George Otibonsu party financier 1992 sika oyi ye enei you hwe papa Bawumia enei kura bi ni account because we are vice president we know amount of money ye ditua woka even second lady ye ntua neka e ba say na otimi benya sika. Why don't we speak the truth? Eye dan ya ye nyina ye bewu no kura no ye beka mo pa munku ye nsuro mo kura bo ntumi nku ye na mo kura Nyankopon ama mo mfrema mo home mo da ma de pache mo na ye beka no kura no ye bachi Ghana si ho. And you see, the NPP party a sikafo animdifo di omokra eto homa party no and ya sala ne omu nyina wo se na make say name panimfo na omu di party na nim no obi aka prenim na hwehwa abu dantam 1992 and wo yi $3 million a nka obetena se yenye we wo 1992 and $3 million e sika ketwa no no yembisa so mo yesa no kapre ben no mo yiri MPP party.
So because has Abu Ramadan become so important in MPP which Mr. George Otibonsu ana.
Mrs. Sa brantia no kraya na mempese meti din. Na it's like megbe ho amenti ase where from he PNDC not an MPP. Just that Unuaba abaye the second lady. So you can have a power to mobilize military at night, not one time, not second times. Several times. What? No. And you see, I used to blame the president of the republic, Mecca, because you are in charge of the Ghana Armed Forces. So any military action, you should know and address it. I'm going to try first, second, third, and one tiana.
So Oman Penny said data be a science and data be a bunny table.
Yes, I go through the public. So Adentia as a president, utimitra ho ma ye ufinancia ye ni say. Meanwhile, 2008, 2009, 2012, 2015. Wusu. Sa financia si ubejina ho kani. Now you are mo kani. And that ye omo ye we so you didn't see it.
So aya one say indeed say assassin omo dia. Omo no omo nsa be touch feel sad and be seen. Omo ma asase no so emeka be ye clear ne afa asase so asase no mo pe
dabio enya asase no mo pe o e ya boro na ye di diu ye kire wo se omo kura tumi ye kire wo na nkoma pani dada kofo atuni na ya si asem num hwa shabu ba men kire wo asem baako. We had this information long ago. Enti I decided senka ye na ye papa George Otibonsu enye interview na ye mulo the news. I said, oh, Frank, Dabi, party no don'ti. Na asem no kra no. Bompani dada kofo. Odo party no. Na nixika wom. Sadia Bible kaya no. Babia wajapade wo. Eho na wakoma wo. So he's not wrong. Because 1992, Chairman Rawlings pencil. Who doesn't know Chairman Rawlings? Who 1992 bet the political party? Even the 1992 elections, look at how it went. That's why I'm saying everybody must learn political science. And can no kuratumia, utumia dia wo ye no. The party financiers no. Bisamo, omo aka so omo widiem.
So no yes ade we say be deter man for from say be honorable Ken call the next contest asika for about more than.
That is it. We say they want to break him down.
How?
We say the fact is politics is money. It is out here, this philosopher, political philosopher Karmas. Or say politics and wealth, they are intertwined. They are twins. They are not separable. You cannot separate it. And it say, obi equal elections are. What you're supposed to do is two things. Either you destroy person's integrity or you destroy the person's wealth. These are the two wicked acts in politics. If you're able to destroy the person's integrity, that is all. In 2008, NDC was able to may handle power to Mr. Robert Tetefio, an incoming MP. Yes, an incoming MP. Mr. Robert Tetefio.
May I say, Midin Ankasane Robert Tetefio Ajase. Ose incoming MP me contested Lower Manya constituency seat no. Na nienti amobe unse busuafo nyina de koja ne niam abobo muti ayekura jalabia ene carpenter anase mata eya Muslims ana yenua nkramofo mo kobom paya o mo use ni se mo hwe dan a esisisi ha ya bubu ni nipa kra yebu ni dan ni din the Mr. George Otibonsu or a businessman. But upon the business no support MPP party papa. Me say me come me mabaka sam chire mo a me share say wo baby na ye papa we through Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong and saw me mfin nti say na mafifi na ye de bibi say abeye na ese me chire media mu anase me chire mangana bibia na ye free 2016 and no share here. Tamana Muslim community no omo bo omo mpaye no. Aye friend akom kire no. That time na ye campaign. Mr. George Otibonsoi etuto niema we jalabia ene keta omo kotosoi ene ne eya omo wia omo dis buta ene ho niema me Robert. Containers are boa, and as a the number of containers are papa we a ship by because vice president office, because first lady office, because second lady office, because president office, and echo all over the country. All the boa party no, am I winning power? You winning and so no answer wow. 2020 or some year the same. Now, oh yeah, and one Christians, oh yeah, ma, yanka say nya nkramofuo. Na yedim se nkramofo de se ye akonkyere ye bompaya ma oman no ma onuado ene bako ye na se akonkyere mu na yankasa ye nua kramoni timi ba na otimi bebubu the party financier Mr. George Otibonso ni story building na oye wesi mako du 10 awen simple sanka or rentio anase oton do si say anyanye bia se obi ba oman mu na bebi odi ni tubeto ana ne ho akire na obetimi ama ne space ama wedi 2 weeks bia na se 3 weeks bia ansa na wanya baby nipa say oye we nyina in the name of the ye party any Ghana na yetimi bebubu ni dan say amenua me no ugina ha ye ntimi top rocks be se 10 impo na so obi etimi esi dan we na de hye nyame ni monyam na de hye party na ni monyam na san de hye Ghana ni monyam na ebebubu a nyam party mpanyifo meisu aka kira mo se yanum binum na George Otibonso so na yetimi fight ya mo kai 2016 near me Robert enemy team me ye wo Volta region ansa na yetimi win power o hwe near me ye nyina anya ma ho ode na miniska eye papa we ya na boae fiti ha kodru sekire edwa sekire odumase na ye nenam ene car de bia wo say branded car free education tea for more for nana free education tea for kasi mako 6 ni nyina no George Otibonso ene the chair party no say emfa nye campaign aden die mbone na waye nti ye ka kire chief imam ne ubani bia ba ye nie ye nyina ye party for na ne oye onhwe nyame anim din se fata se dan ya esisi ha sei otimi bebubunu na otimi fa ne ho so dia George eni bibia aka but ordinary same nyina amenyame na enche bia nyame bedi na asema ma no medam ase nyame hwamo.
Hello. Yeah enti minim se ahwefo a hwe we ahweho sem papa say a party financier, and as I used to say ye ka kramusuma ye pe true Muslim. The Muslim is a title, but ye ka true Muslim one obi a odwen yonku nipa ho. And the Muslims are omo true Muslims are ya interacting with them biano, even to extent of say omo say Agyapade a etese minim nipa a obaba behunu say Agyapade we ya party nti ubeka say oh enya hwe. And you see say yet your mind na ye yes party nti yenka nokore a oman no there we should forget it, because you get some party communicators, party for soldiers wo warrior suku wo pa adwuma wo nya bi nye wo ma e pa adwuma obo nya bi nye abatuo dura ne yi 100 cedi 200 cedi na de ahye wo nsam obi atini sika esi dan se Ghana fo a mo ba bebo bra won kran na munya baabi na no momra na momfa muti meto nanka even po se odifo asase ne nya ne de nanka wo de hwe adan na wasisi no wo se ye ebu abesi abusua asase na wabusua ha na wabusua eti wo
woni ma de obi o Ghana ni a wo tie me ese da ko na abo achichide te wo ana akoso gina ho ana ese chi achichide ne kunu ne tutu no fa ne nkwan achichide busa akose wate achichide tutu enti wo ye Ghana ni a Mr. George Otibonsu ono abo ken kra omu ho den yetimi sa hade we ba bi dina na wo ordinary Ghanaian aya no be ka say oh ana he's calling on the regional chief imam anasa chief imam say be nipa wo say on kan asem no is e bi kwa say o munyi ni so kramoni papa enti eno de asem anasi ana wo hwe kwan ya fa so ya bu dan ya na ebubu aka che Ghana for say ye na tumi na de ikura
yes
but ye kan che say nipa kon say tumi na nkasa so kura Ghana for nyame bo on the 7th of December na sabi obi ye pam obi no so obi apa bi afa okafia emuju they are just telling Ghanaians MPP emunju yes because they two leading MPP people Mr. George Otibo to be himself from 1992 wa fan the party no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so from say the ba party man we also the party also playing the part na mumie no mo ko a mo ka Ghana for say munye siri o mo to aban if you heard enjo but Mr. Abu Ramadan say if it is true so on be yes adena hwe on hu ni say adena na konta na ekopede abafie no eso chen sa buildings we
na shaibu
ade onua ba ekopede abafie no this how ba be sa de mag na Ghana for eneka issues da bi aka o say MP before omo arsenal no omo de kwandi before so and omo jaya omo discuss Mr. George Otibonsu Dr. Mahmoud and omo chief vice president obaka say encourage you but can bibi e de ache Ghana for this mpanimfo omo party mu say enimanimu ya omo ntu omo na ensi asem no so na bia say kan obi abo omo nhwe say bia say nipa be wude ka sika nimgu ase na be omo fami so Otibonsu obo ka say na omo nhwe no de omo ntua ema no na asem no emfa enkoda kra because MPP sabi ma election in 2012 mo bo ka egui mo sa ko 2008 mo bo ka ehye se o tua dan we kana asem e de na asem akoda enka mo nye bone but se o yes we just to deter people from say o me ba bonte ba be sponsor on abo kenna ye kan chi o mo say almost the party na the co-opposition Ghana form ho nche
oh yes
and
yes.
So the party no co-opposition the next contest uni CEO uni minister uni DC no ba intimidate delegate na ho no medmaga sa contest we ye kwa akobo no na referee no ono an decide in the park but ye kwa akobo no neutral grounds so dia ho ne be hu de be sinti party mpanifo o man panikofo na adan kwakufo ado chief of staff that omuntu omunansi asemi so na omun fra fo anumie no sebi petemu asase na okwa Mr. George Tibotu sebi mpedu asa o more dam asase nya ne dia no si mi si dan ma ko du e de asi so meaning asase nya ne dia o to fi say wo proper document mo family ya so oh e party ma ko ma ni ahwe ne asi kani kwansa baba du se baba bi na MPP kwa ko du e ka ma se penini fi ana penini kwa kasa obi anti
na shaibu wonim say the way ya papa George Otibonsu si do MPP no wa hu no me oni Kennedy compare kwa Japan the same thing though asem we wa hu no ya na minim say me papa George Otibonsu mpese meka but meka ho kakra
so ni so mpese obeka dia
ba o de meka ho kakra
ya fa no pom
hwa wa hu no ope MPP asema to the stand that be 3 days answer na be bu dan ofre me Frank ama ye bon omo tu me fo kire me sede party no almost started ye 1992 e ka omo abodi mu botaya esi party na ni so a e pese e Ghana efri ohaw ne amane mu na in fact owie ye no na I was even convinced na in fact na madikan nya hint e na mi say daddy na e dan no kra e wo he oso Frank with the empadimfo e ka asem no ntu die jai e na when you free her Sunday I am a change. That is the first video I got. In fact, now I'm saying, wow, how can a person be so wicked? Wo na wo pe political power no nipa no no ordinary sika na ho oden ni nim de eboa wo se wo benya political power no na watwa wo ho ese no na se ya papa George Otibo nsumpo ne yede we yaye no a yem bisa ye ho Ghana fo especially Ghana fo mo wa brochire omo ni bie a yede aye omo because of power nti obi asuro so obeka hwa. This is not a single idea amoyo enu nti aye to Ghana fo for say even in a political year no political party will do this then no matter what, because in the political year after few months to elections obia party bia sonson ne ho not to the extent say obeye sa adewe. And moreover nipa no kra no onye for profit for oman no hodo enti say ye wempo nanka ye siesie ye nanka de tu say MPP aban asidan ewo Accra Hakra friends liberty ability East Legon na mo pe ba bia da bia for free campaign message ben na anyway chabu de ka kire me campaign message ben na anyway ana wo de mposi a ka se oh kaya yefo ana Ghana fo a motu kwan aba Accra munya ba bi na momra meda ha free campaign message ben na anyway
me free say on says ba bia adu no akwese besi panic ni ha yese tase ba ni fo ba bia adu say MPP mpeni fo de omona si asem no so because asem ne kono na edi Ghana fo timu de say the MPP is not ready to break the 80. The MPP yanto abanti a omo enti yes party mpeni fo me free say na adan kwaku fo ado obepeso be hand over e de ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aye no a ne vice ade we ebetimi
ebe ha adwen
ebetimi ha adwen enti no me say 77 previous we esikabe we ayedi ade enti ade na see party ni mpanimfo ni o mampani kofo eda so te ase na adan kwaku fo ado se bia presidency kwamte chief of staff eda so te ase animonimu ya se enye bo apayo na mo se bia omo ye na aka cha ono abo ken and kita for say you have the power there. What prevents them from sitting them down say na ekase no abo
shabu mama mi say o
na even Abu Ramadan e bia ono so interest say by bia do no ogu MPP no san go back to the PNC anya sa na mo obetu ye no say bi ehu hia because oh ye demolition what kabe budan bia bia obebutre but what touch fa no ja say dia aka no ntimi akwate bia am 50 series na ma pepepra na ate wo de no
ntimi fa nya hwe
isi ano de wa kan agu form no Mr. Joy Tubo to package so buni na guno started from the scratch and
asem na wo kan wa huno MPP should interrogate that. They shouldn't take it lateral say bia ebi mu na akɔhye da Abu Ramadan na chi amana yesa to destroy NPP because they know definitely say ya papa George Otibo nsu ekita dom in the MPP na damfo enso so na Kennedy akompre kwa Agyapong ye nyina ye nim so na bo Kennedy Agyapong so de ekita dom. So when it comes that way, definitely it will affect the party. And the party should take a critical look of it and then make sure say they will call Papa George Otibo, so then the matter should be solved amicably.
Yeah, I'm saying on the press conference about starting to enjoy the feed in the life.
Okay.
Representing the Ekuonaba family.
And also I work at the Jubilee House, Office of the President.
Chief Alhaji Yusuf.
So, the people you see here I'll allow a self-introduction from my left. So we see the various people who are gathered here this morning for this press conference.
Good morning. My name is Chief Alhaji Yusuf Idrisu, Chamba Global President.
Good morning. My name is Robert Tetifio Ajase, a brother to Mr. George Otibonso. And also I work at the Jubilee House, Office of the President.
My name is Ben Kusi. I'm the power of attorney holder for Anokwe and Twaka family of Teshi.
I'm Manuela Adun Tete, representing the Ekuonaba family.
I'm Joseph Niakwetaye. I'm a principal member of Ekuonaba family station.
Okay, my good self, I'm Benjamin Danso. I'm a partner and a brother to Mr. George Otibonso. And right on my left is Mr. George Otibonso. This morning we called you here to lay the facts bare to the many stories that you've been hearing and the different sides that have been told. The many sides that have been told. So today, the 22nd of April 2024, it's a press statement concerning a demolition of 10 houses, and we stage is setting the record straight. There have been various accounts circulating in the media regarding demolition of the 10 buildings. It is imperative to address this misinformation. Mr. George Otibonso acquired the land in question in 1992 from the Anokwe and Twaka families of Teshi. Subsequently, the Accra Boy Doku family obtained a Supreme Court judgment to which Mr. Bonsu duly atoned tenancy. However, litigation ensured when Winchester Empire contested ownership in the High Court Tema. Concurrently, the land was also under litigation at the Accra High Court. Amidst these legal processes or proceedings, one Hajia filed a case at the Adenta Circuit Court. Hajia applied for an injunction to prevent Mr. Bonsu from proceeding with his construction. Mr. Bonsu's lawyers entered a conditional appearance in the Adenta Circuit Court case and notified the court that the ownership of the same land was in dispute in a superior court, that is the High Court. The High Court in Tema ruled that having given Mr. Otibonso permission to proceed with construction, a lower court cannot vary that decision. So Mr. Bonsu proceeded with construction as the court directed him. The case on the same land at the High Court Accra against Mr. Bonsu was dismissed and all parties were advised to join the suit in Tema. Hajia, however, secured a judgment in her favor at the Circuit Court when all those involved in the litigation were also in the Tema case. Upon learning of the judgment favoring Hajia, Mr. Bonsu promptly filed a stay of execution and appeal. Concerns arose regarding Hajia, supported by Abu Ramadan's intention to demolish the building unlawfully because they claimed the land belongs to their sister, Samira Bawumia, the second lady, prompting notification to the Inspector General of Police, IGP, who deployed patrol team to ensure law and order. The CDS was also informed that his men were being used for unauthorized land activities. Former President Kufuor also intervened, asking Mr. Fredowari to engage Abu Ramadan Abu Ramadan told Mr. Fredowari to give him a few days to speak to his dad, who wants to build their family house on the land. He proceeded with the unlawful demolition without heeding to former President Kufuor's advice or action through Fredowari. The demolition was executed with excessive force, including police and military presence, forcibly entering the property, confiscating phones, assaulting individuals, and preventing residents from calling the police at 1 a.m. Sunday, 7 April 2024. We possess evidence demonstrating that the court did not authorize the said demolition, as Haji's team was duly informed of the pending motion in the court. The unauthorized demolition underscore an abuse of power, political power. The time and day of enforcement of the possession order itself smacks of illegalities. If they knew they had a genuine right to possess the land, why come at dawn with policemen with no tags, name tags on, and also vehicles that had their number plates removed? It will interest you to know that the police service sought clarification from the Adenta Circuit Court regarding a stay of execution, leading to the decision not to assist in the possession order. The involvement of individuals in police and military uniform with Abu Ramadan's team raises concern about the rogue elements operating outside official channels. If the police did not join in the possession, which individuals in the police and military uniform joined Abu Ramadan's demolition team to the premises? Does it mean individuals have their own police and military men who openly defy the orders of the IGP and CDS? Are we safe in a country where any individual can run his own police and military? Is the Ghana Police Service saying that all the street cameras from Majirigano to the Jubilee House are not functional? It is surprising that the national security hasn't begun investigation into this, because this is how it all starts. If not contained, it could lead to something more disastrous. This time, they could mobilize 30 men to demolish buildings. Maybe the next time, they would be emboldened to mobilize more men to cause more mayhem in this country. We are all aware of the rebel and terrorist activities in our sub-region and our neighboring countries. Hajia's documents on the said land were purported not to have been given to her from the two sources: the Ekuonaba family, Ibrahim Brobe's company, who is Ibrahim Jaja. The Ekuonaba family affirmed that at the time of Hajia's purported purchase, a court injunction prevented land sale due to family head issues. Furthermore, the document presented by Hajia contained forged signatures and pertain to the land outside the Ekuonaba family jurisdiction. One Sarah Fokua alias Mame, Jaja's former wife and Osomampe's daughter, said she told the second lady, Samira Bawumia, through Ibrahim Jaja's company, sold it to her. At the time of this sale, Ibrahim Jaja and his company had no right to sell land for the Ekuonaba family. And as said earlier, Ekuonaba family land falls outside the jurisdiction. Official documents from the Lands Commission contradict the search results presented to the court by Hajia and her team, indicating that fraudulent documents were presented to court, which we will prove. We are all aware of the housing deficit in Ghana currently and how wide it is. Therefore, who in his rightful senses will demolish such property except for state power and political expediencies? We call on all state agencies to investigate the above demolition exercise, since one Charles Edem Adugo, lawful attorney of Haji Aisha Ahmed, said on radio, specifically at Sempa FM Ekosi, saying on the 8th of April 2024 that he was part of the individuals who carried out the demolition exercise. Attached are the various documents for your perusal. Now, in my hands, I possess here the search we conducted at the High Court, at the Circuit Court Adenta, dated 9th of April 2024, which we asked whether the court registrar sanctioned the supposed execution of the court judgment that took place on the 7th of April 2024 at 2 a.m. They said no. Whether the supposed execution party of military men or military officers from the Ghana Armed Forces were accompanied by officers of the court to wait a bailiff. They said no. If yes, they should kindly state the name of the bailiff. They said no, they were not involved. Whether the court or deputy sheriff authorized to carry out execution of judgment, etc., on a weekend, specifically 2 a.m. on a Sunday, they said no. And on the radio interview on Ekusi saying, they said they were accompanied by police, and they mentioned the head of Liga, Director General Liga and Prosecution, to be the one who gave them military or police personnel to accompany them. Now we have in our hands a search by the police, which indicates that the police also was aware that there was a stay of execution filed, but still they claim that they were accompanied by them, which we doubt. Now this is how it also went. It read, whether or not the judgment was and has been delivered in the above mentioned suit. They said yes. Date was given. So whether or not an application for writ of possession was filed, they said yes. Whether or not application for writ of possession has been granted, they said yes. Whether or not a notice of appeal has been filed, they say yes, it has been filed. Whether or not a stay of execution has been filed, they say yes, it has been filed. Any relevant information, they said no. Now we have in our possession an official search from the Lands Commission as well, which nowhere from the PVLMB, which is the commission itself, to LRD, the Land Title Division, and SMD, the Survey and Mapping Division, all these three areas, there was nowhere captured in it, as purportedly said by the said Adam, that they have a land title. Nothing reflects so. It is the grantors of Mr. George Otibonso who have their name reflecting in all these areas. Lastly, I have in my hands a ruling delivered on the 26th day of January 2023 in the High Court, Tema, yes. Now, it will amaze you that Hajia is the fifth defendant in this suit in Tema and was legally represented by Samuel Kofi Nati. Samuel Kofi Nati represented her. Now, I read, this is the ruling of the court. It says, once the Superior Court granted fourth defendant, it will interest you, members of the press, to know that the fourth defendant here is Mr. George Otibonso, permission to continue with his development on the land, and based on the order, the fourth defendant continue his project. A lower court, in my respective view, cannot purport to injunct him from going onto the land in dispute. The fourth defendant may therefore continue with his project on the land if he so wishes. Meanwhile, the motion for leave to file statement of defense is granted as prayed. Plaintiff is given 14 days to file a reply. Suit to take its normal course. Judgment granted by Justice Emmanuel Ankama, Justice of the High Court, Justice of the Appeals Court, sitting as an additional High Court judge. Now, this was delivered on the 26th day of January 2023. So the question is, if a High Court has given a decision or has given a remark on a matter, how then do a lower court, a circuit court, come to vary the decision of the superior court? Thank you. We'll also between the Mr. Kusi be so we'll also permit the families to give you their version of the matter, which will also give you a very clear view of what the issues are. So Mr. Kusi from the Mr. Kusi be country and orienting Yamaka no obebonu tofaso or the betwaso and Mr. Ben Kusi me mbra Mr. Kusi be Mike no Mr. Kusi bra me found about that the animals
Ajenga no for court. Nenti na we a businessman. And I'm saying we work construction company, namely Bendi Pacific Limited. And a family be from ni Anokwe and Twaka. I will teach you. Omode Ajenga no for court 1992. Na ye di asem say aha nye Ajenga no for asase na ha ye utano. Ti di asem na family foforo ye from Akura Boy Doku family. Almost by case no as co-defendant. The assembly 2015 and a judgment by the judgment and by a comma co-defendant no say utano eye omodia nemum eye anokwe to aka for no the assembly by no omatena hanum for decades nti almost saplom de buy no yenye composite plan now ye more possessional interest our possessional rights nti omo tifri akrabo doku die no na nti family no eti omo ho ase omo nyina eteshi for ntokwa ni omo ntam ndi ko ba say ye betwira ha nyina na fitafo na wa na meso tibo nso aye fen so e wo ho nyina say nipa ye ne dia na wo mra na ye hu ni documents dem say otibo nso bai en ode ne tete documents a ye busua no dia ma no dadaada ansa na ye court no e de be kire yin ti ye de kwa kire busua fo mpemfo no mo say no kore ye na nanu mo mawu no bi e na sign e ni ma mensa ne agye fie no enti ye ka kire ne say just say yes, man of paper for yeah, say Abushana nya judgment na ginatu. Enti ohu abushafo no utieska emu due ema abushafo no musa ma ne krata. Enti ye nia abushano any police the petition call headquarters no my police in ebe 2 feet afọ no nyina ifra asase so ema otubo nso say onye na dwuma. Nti ogusu aye na dwuma ye de enim say asase no enye obi ade a eye anokwe ntwaka ne akora bodoku ene wotumi e wo so ena omsa botu so ehu say akora bodoku fo atima ye title no osako hu wo mo esa age krata afoforo efiri akora bodoku fo nti asam ni tenteni ni tia wo nyina ne say asase agina so yi Ghana ha baby a records nyina wo eye lands commission uko lands commission ko searcher aha asase no eye anoko entwaka uko line title akora bodoku owo title ho the say bushami ni ya ye court ye judgment tia agere Ghana fo no ye na aha ye dia aha nye upon we for asase ye no mbohye be nuru ha Enti kakra meka nyina ne sɛ asase wei ya yɛde ma ɔti bonsu no ɛyɛ yɛdea ɛne yɛde ma no ɔwɔ nkrataa nyina kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ yɛdea na ɛkɔɔ court no ɛwɔ tema yɛde kɔma yɛn ne ankasa yɛ lawyer ɛyɛ Farouk Seidu Alhaji ya odi anim ɛne yɛgye judgment no asɛm no tu kwa kyɛe one justice waka baabi owie no na ofiri hɔ na ɔde ma Justice Tanko yɛ ne ɛwɔ high Supreme Court judge ansa na Justice Tanko so de ma nti Farouk ɛfare kɔ tema yɛ yɛdi asɛm no wɔ tema na obi soso aba ɔsɛ agyenghanafoɔ de ma mentimi dea na ɛno so yɛakɔ ho wɔ Accra mekɔtena adaka m kɔdi adanseɛ ewi aseɛ no judge ne sɛ sɛ yɛdi asɛm no wɔ tema deɛ ɛmfa no nyinaa nkɔ tema agye soso ɛde no asɛm baeɛ ɛno soso yɛka sɛ ɔmo nyinaa mmra tema yɛ hagyea no ne power of attorney holder no soso ɛne lawyer nyinaa ba tema nti ɛyɛ nwanwa sɛ yɛnka bi nhyɛ mu na tema judge so ama tumi sɛ mesa busu ɛnsi ne dan ɛfiri sɛ ɔtɔ firi the rightful owners no na hagyea akɔgye judgment abrasɛm no onim sɛ yɛdi wɔ tema na ɔbɛkɔ court ketewa mu akɔgye judgment sɛ wɔnya judgment abrayɛ nim ho hwɛ nti yɛde anim sɛ ɛyɛ default judgment ɔmo nyaeɛ no ɛna ɔmo sɛ ne judgment no by test wasa bɛbrɛ me sɛ ɔti bonsu me sɛ ɔti bonsu bɛka kyerɛ yɛ no ne yɛ sa kɔ yɛ lawyer hɔ ɛne lawyer file stay of execution ɛna ɔsa file appeal yɛasɛ wɔ ɔmo nim ne nyinaa nti ɛma ɔmo sɛ ɛnɛ akɔba sɛ ɔmo san ɛbaa ha anadwo ɔmo di kan baa ha ɛna yɛfrɛ me sɛ ɔti bonsu na mo sɛ ɔti bonsu bɛhyia ɔmo na ɔno ɔmo kasa yɛ na sogyafoɔ no nyinaa kɔɛ nti ɔmo kɔɛ no na mene Alhaji Madingo ɛyɛ chief yɛ ɔhene ɔna yɛ aboko bi zongo chief ɔsan yɛ wiase nyinaa chamba for president nti meka kyerɛ nam sɛ Alhaji ade yakɔyɛ Muslim community nti kɔ second lady hɔ na ɛne ne nkɔ kasa pɛniampa Alhaji de ɔsɛ yɛyɔ ɛna ɔkɔ second lady hɔ ɛyɛ yɛ current vice president Bawumia ne Dr. Bawumia ne yere te Alhaji kɔɔyɛ no ɛna ɔne ne yere kɔhyiaeɛ ɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ na deɛ Samira ne Alhaji meeting no ɛkɔhyiaeɛ no mede bɛma Alhaji na ɔno aka na mate bi sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ saa adwuma yɛ anaasɛ mea me dɔ ɔka kyerɛ me na meken sɛ adɛn nti na misa bonsu nim sɛ ha ɔno na ne yɛ ko so wɔ court dadaada na yɛ mmara mehunu ɛna Alhaji ka kyerɛ ne sɛ yɛnim sɛ yɛwo ɛfiri sɛ one hagyea bi hagyea no so ma court da ɛna ne akɔlaa no so a wama no power of attorney ɔba court wɔ tema no sɛ sɛ ɛyi asɛm nyinaa kɔ tema ɔka kyerɛ Alhaji sɛ sɛ onim sɛ ne sabonsu nim sɛ ha ɔwɔ interest na ɔne yɛ na ɛko a ade nti na yɛma mehunu nti yɛnkɔ ne yɛnsa mmara bio ɛne yɛbɛka kyerɛ bonsu ɔbaayɛ ɔbɛka ne yɛbɛam sɛ bonsu ɛna bonsu yɛ ne sɛ yɛnsa nkɔ bio yɛnkɔ buku appointment ɔno nso yɛ ready sɛ ɔno ne bɛtena ase na yɛahyia nti Alhaji kɔɔ yɛkɔhu no ma ɔhu sɛ bonsu dia no ɛna deɛ asi nti na kakra me wɔka ɛfa asɛm no nyinaa no meda mo ase
yɛbɛda Mr. Benkusi ase yɛbɛma ɔpɔnwefoɔ so ano kasamafoɔ so abɛka kakra nti ɔpɔnwe yɛsi sorry na me papa so ntena ase ni Benkusi Two.
If I feel like in here in the introduction, I can show me Emmanuel Anum Tete in jail Ekuonaba. Noni aye catch on here for pepe. She was fair while I can be at the slogan. Okay, if you see something, say something. Care or search need last commission SMD B affected by a conflict application for Ekuonaba family with lodgement number 002-530/2017. Lele ni wana wale neke application ne Ekuonaba family land are registered in 1979. No one about if you are in 2017, Abasa register. No one I can document no caveat, I can neke plot in Akafe. Wagmakete waka ha last commission. Secondly, what I can be committee no. Washikwa bane dale yo je na kanji no ni yo na kan no ne I upload me. Robert no hu sanu ha Land Commission, BNI, the police, all the in the state institutions okay. Akwa no ni afio ni wose e ka fe na agba. No ka da kan bi na fe eti no. Mene na no ni wona. Okay, last commission be police ke BNI ke menu ke wa petition ti abeno amechu heni kwe wa afi bi ake no no na ngene ne kwe wana eja ke Ekuonaba Shikwo ka registered 1979 it's about 321 acres bia den nona a plot 2017 it's about 603. I don't think I can increase so. That well that encroach can be a better decrease. No, Ninga Ekuonaba be now 603. No better conflict Heniba Sanibian at our many affair can plotted activity in 2017. Koni Akamadili, a jack enemy. When I now had no affair or tra. Last commission HUNE me know about affair here. No to na you work to Akabi bena agba work akrabo edoku bena agba eja ka ofen teshime jiwo kesa ne ko ba oh nya wa kwa abo no ba afi no wie ni sane ajo shije ne ken noko no ba kwa press fa ake ame press Koni noni yo chumo ye neke application 2017 here. Achu. What I fed the cabo ebe chu ni. Ne na be ne kechu. Eja ka ni imboto bi ya fodo je him me. Eja ka no ni machine e ko me ko nye ma fi. Wa cabo ko efe ni nation neke sane all of us said aba fi no ne te no. No nya me ni je press. Wa ba pi ko wie mo. Shi no na wie ka cho nye le fe no ma shi shi. No ni pending ka shi ono ne. Okay, was Shipon 3 Ekuonaba is 321.2 acres, not 603. Now I are registered in 2017. Okay, Kenny in Canada one. Okay, this one my cash was sponsored. I me in Shipon me. Quack me I can susu any Kenny Jenya Mafi. She many lady who chumoni the lands commission be a walker. Caveat etiake. Nyaka fia ne ken plotting, nyaka fia ne nyaka ka me fie na me ken na gbeba. Sani amame chu heni ake lele bia ne na yo ne okwan we shikpo ni lo. Alo akrabo edoku no lo, alo to akabia no lo. Koni twenjo laba. She edemele ken no ya ba ma. Ya twa no man ya ba ne.
Okay, yo, wabada. Maji. Yo, wabahani akrabo doku weku ehun aba fa amegbe amfio akrabo doku. So all three families legally involved in the tussle. Nche, I think abebe na abebu. Tuba.
Acho me ni oko usabu nje akraba doku family ni je teshi atreko weni ifa ga shin numu enya ba we family ga shin ba ni ba do manajia ni ye shi ba mi we mo le che me we fe ke chon yemu be mi ni wo Mr. Bonso na le ga shin akraba doku na judgment e ba ni ba to tenancy ha family wo goku on e hala wolu ni chon ga shin ame la ga shin ame tenant ne yo ame shitmo twa no manyaba ye you are don
Yadamo nyina ase. I think say baby ayedu no ye be bisa say media for no. Okay, ye be ma yankasa ye papa Mr. George Otibonso. Adamo nyina ase ne oba be ka say fie fefefe amon abubu na ye fefefe say no. Nira na pese enemo kasa. Nti edu ne so a opese onemo kasa.
So you bet here Mr. George Otibonso. Interventions are any jumedi odi or they be prevented said the unfortunate incident na manins or bebon tofa and crofo ni omudi nkomo nkrofo afrefre no nkrofo akonfirm ni ama kire no enye say ye bodin keke ye nimya na nsiso
yo medical ache mu nyina na the SE ade bia ye nyina mfantu ye hofo a bit mato na se eto yonko a ofin se o de o ye free mo me hwe ho asem na nye asem hiama o man Ghana se obi betimi de mra ahye ne nsem anadwo akoye adwuma ne ono pede a na ye wo nyima pi da ye nimu a bibi betimasi e wo Ghana ha nti ye friends and show for e ba ya e dan na ye miankasa medan ba ya you say sunkwa ne ensu ade and then omobubu no something like say abu Ramadan who say ni din wo mu no who say first lady so second lady esu din wo mu no me smart papa wotiwe e ma ne ko second lady was say bibini a me na say omo enewom nti yentena se so pedan ko on fat dan no se me boa papa neti wo no so obi gina chire no ko se bia mantu anamon bi se me me MPP ni ese me entina mai sa dia na onya kro no wonim ne woka se me tu ho anamon bia de go do president Kufuor anim e ma ofre Fredo wale say Fred to anamon wo mame e ma Fred Fred Abu Ramadan ka kire Fredo wale say yemra na emeka ndi asem na ne fada wo police na okoto obeto asase no na obebubu no na de si ebusuan fie kan se mo si ebusuan fie dia ene mo kan nipa na mo si fie no mo nche na makoma the power bit my no nti ye se o mangana se o mangana meme de ato me no a bit ma to bi anti Ghana ye se bit ma sori anadwo national security ntimi emfa wo ma ya na Samira dia ye a long way to go nti me se mu nyina se ana mo bia mitu ye by obia anka ho hwe na duru sa pempen so yi nti me da mu nyina se me ka se me ka ma dia che na me pese me kyerɛ mo se mitu ho na mo by the to meet me no na aye no ya mu nyina mo hu no nti me da mu nyina se thank you.
Yo, and the media for more in place of in Yama Yebubu, Munina Munim cement board, iron rod board. Every single Adamu ye is under contractor, yetua contractor or completing in full. Timua Mufa Muinishe Ujuma Muhui. In place of each demolition, no, 5 bedrooms. Inti mwa mfa mweni hwe ejuma fe abu Ramadan abedi mo hwe. Yes, just last week also ma na week ya na also ma Hassan Ayariga
day before yesterday. Madam for ne APC friends, APC party friends Hassan Ayariga na Ayalko Obama ho na ono no se de obesi a chechire mu ne se o tie no de na wo kasa Mr. Bonsu ebia many scan go for me, and maybe some cause I do it. And yes, I net here cry. If you say, a Busiana area high on Mediana, a Busamian San Omunani, Mopa, second lady, or much say, more a Busamian Sano, 1 out of 2 more. A Busamian Sana may person the credit, you know, to my Busiani, ya more Hanya Modiano, or more high. And to also I'm fun Nidiamra, no fremo. Na mo to monya adanse se otibo so ai sei na wa frɛ busuafo ni nyina ba nti ono so frɛ ne busuafo na de otofiri no ho no papa no abusuan na otofiri no oni omuni ne signature na eguso ba on san hwe so ma no na afiri fa na je tumi papa na ukura ne krata na wode kɔ no ya family no omuni eso papa na sign papa no so won tie won so won san hwe nti metuma nsanchwe for mfantumo for na mu ne omangana yeko. Thank you. Oh, Hassan Ayariga ebaye no mema.
Okay, Hassan Ayariga baye no o si abu say omo friend so on betena se mo omo nkasa no amba enti wamba no na ometu anamo ometu no this yeye boa eni Hassan Ayariga boa. This was the statement Hassan Ayariga ekachre and they bisa and say na asemo oka oba obetu ebusuafo no na ne oka say near the signature no po enyo no the one who has the lawful right to even annihilate land wo ebusuanim no enyo no ye nipa odi asase no so ma omo enti document ne ankasa no is shrouded in fraud. And we just want to let you know, say, we ain't the end of it. We a beginning. We better who be brave because ye enjoy mu. Omo njo aye so ye njo. Enti u dia mu better who be brave. Enya dia ye je mu kra. Because Ghana na ye nyina ye dia enye busuaku kuma bi dia. A omo ni omo pe no ni omo ka no na ejina. Enti ye nyina ye dia ye nyina bebo Ghana ho ban. And then ato yen ochine betumi ato onyonko da na onua da na oda because and then ato ye no hu ni say feeling ni ye different wo dey hwe ade a ye valuation no over 60 million Ghana cedis over 60 million Ghana cedi na that form and that form retirement. Imagine the people who have been employed to work on this. Almost Omonsa Ekuonaba by working here. And no be out of here. Imagine the families that were assaulted here. The trauma. Yebaha at 3 a.m. I di omwechi no. And you say you di omwechi o. Yet say you no you rush ba no movie. You di omwechi from ahasa. Me boa mu ye video a circulate here. You Jubilee House dey ko wie. We share video now. We go say na as we knockout to be bubo ewo mu. That was the night our president in the party. At 3 a.m. My name is Mr. Bonsu. And I drive here. So we followed. And you say you NDH. If your party say cameras are ever from Adringa no ha. Sa kofa East Legon police station ho. Edi so sa kopie shiashi. Efa shiashi kofa 37. A kopie Jubilee House. Cameras ni nyina anye adwuma. Cameras ni nyina anye adwuma. Cameras ni anye adwuma. Now, you do East Legon police station no. The police who equipment time. 1 a.m. exactly. By 2, no more baby is oh,
My name is Carlos Caloni, join you. So I want to know the total cost in terms of damage to you, if you're able to quantify that. And also, you kept mentioning Abu Ramadan as well as the second lady. So I really want to know who you are actually suspecting to be behind this. Is it Abu Ramadan or Samira Bawumia?
Two. I think when it comes to cost, we've mentioned that we've quantified our cost, estimating over 60 million Ghana cedi. Yes. So that has to do with cost. Now, when Mr. Benkusi was speaking, he did mention the steps they took through my brother here. They went straight to her. I want him to re-echo that aspect so that you get it clearly.
Hello, I'm greeting everybody. And Mr. Bonso sent me to go and meet Madam Samira. And I called Madam Samira bodyguard. And I booked appointment with him. And we have met at some program under. And the result is where the bodyguard told me is why the time we know say Samira is the owner of the place, is behind it, why didn't we come to her for a long time? Well, I said at first we didn't know say she's the one behind it. So now that we know say she's the one behind it, we are ready to come and meet, we want to come and meet her. So they I book appointment with her on Tuesday. Tuesday I called them where they told me say they are in Kumasi, whereby the weekend they have come and do this demolition. So that is it.
And also, when Fred Owari met Abu did not deny. When Hassan Ayariga came to us, he said he spoke to Abu on phone. Abu even wanted to come to him to speak to him. And he said they want to put up a family house here. Where family means what? You're like, where family means what? If it is their family house and their father wants to be the head of the family and they are putting up a family house, it comprises the entire family. And if not for state power, where would Abu pull all these men? Military, police, and what have you? Where would he pull all these people to come and carry out this heinous activity? What is our demand? Our demand is before the court. And we want the law to take its place. Now we have one Edem who said live on radio that he's responsible for it. We want the police to apprehend him.
You cry the police for that.
And we take it up from there.
Not yet the mom no more them keke. So time my government about the baby more and come more. And come more. I brought it be more and come more.
For the cartoon and him. A do baby come and say, and then compound or monfa. Intimino, Obi, I'm no pre here, at then now, Obabu Buadi, we anajo. That means Canada Japan could dinner chino, and as answer here in Abba. And by the Babiana, if a man.
Ruby, it's a live. Don't worry, please. So your question is whether the president has said anything. The vice has not spoken. How much more the president? The vice, whose house we are beating the drum in, has not spoken. Yes. Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions, please? In the absence of any further question, we want to thank all of you for your time, and we pray you carry out our story. Wherever we are called, we are ready to stand up to it. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
party penny bia ntenya mo se ne Abu Ramadan oye saado na omonka hunu se de ye ya na ntwie ne podua anka ne to no anya de abeka konfo nsam dako konfo obekọ na kwakubu nsam oja ato na one nam ho enti no so office bia ne na tumi kura wa ye wo ene up to bia the 7 December se beto aba ye to aba kwam na so wakunta kura wi na so decide so mfa wonya adwuma na de o ye no o kan asem bi e de a che Ghana for already no Ghana for Edo no abokan di Kwame Akompre Japan. Na mon channel so say 7 December election no are different from delegates. Different from delegates. Eduru ho a na makwa akọ intimidate Ghana for. No matter aba e de amamo candidate. Na sebe ono abokan no kan say mo say from omampeni a wanya ne ba bi ko Rollins Abreso and start say we invest in Ghana. He has never been intimidated to say na dan kwa Kufuado na ban so na de bia meka se enye wonwa o mampeni na nado so na ba mo breso na say in his quest to become the president and ono aboken and the partner George Otibu so ma boka papa
oh yeah
na sanete na tim ko faja taba fira kwaye mu na obenye na onyina obeche ware
shaibu and a press conference we are very happy
yes
say there has been some clarifications because ebimo elenam social media no mo ka say oh dan na ya say no eyemra kwan so ene ye de say no enti say ya say no a ya say no wo mra mu and
ya say no mra mu 7 December so beto aba mra mu
beto no wo mra mu now you see you say otrofo o say ne dance ni wa broche
yes
we de ye papa George Otibonsu na dance fo no omo ana yehu omo wo ha and with the Supreme Court of Law omo eka no eno an masa abusua miensan tumi se omo tumi ton asase e wo ha and sa abusua miensan so aba abedi adanse ye se enya de se omo aton asase e de ama ye maame Samira Bawumia ene ni nua Abu Ramadan and they are very dangerous a security threat ene say omo afforge one of the families signature. Meanwhile, none of them is aware. if the office of the second lady, the second highest office in the country, to me for the certificate, then this is a national security threat.
Frank.
Dabi.
Akora ketewa bi no to na tiko etwam. Tiko on the speed is I was hey car keteke na etwam because nyina be edwe. Second lady mponi na o be first lady.
O be first lady. So if a second lady can forge a certificate on a land title to destroy a property like this, then it's very dangerous. And this should be treated as national security. Though say papa Jojo Tibus no mo dia no. But we shouldn't single it out, because ene ye papa Jojo Tibonsu na dia ye no ochena ebe ye wo. And shaibu yen hwe se oda ho ahemachi 1 to 2 o'clock na waye japade ete se over 60 million Ghana cedis na ye be frɛ se ya se no se nyankopɔn na beba fie nye collapse no be collapse yawu
because so we ska me akaba na apoki asie
me say ya papa Jojo Tibonsu wa hu nyankopɔn odi na chi no oye nyankopɔn te asefo na ye kurampo ye nam na ye 100 cedi 50 cedi free yira
ya bugi hard best bosome
awurade ya
na haso dan no hu sika no
na busuo mawo na bia usika hye obotom obekona ayi wadamfo ada se oyira ada obabia kwa koyi bi kai wa ha obechinare na sika esombo 60 million
dabi because asem no see we could atra bayi dom su
dabi
because it's a first lady, second lady, right?
Second lady, yes.
Say obi crazy su obi a obi dwan abetoa na wahwe ama
yes.
pepe abaso na asem say abetoa oh minimo mon frère Mr. Jojo Tibonsu ma fa kura gina ma frère no
yes
na wo de otibi ka say wonim so interest wa asem na I know ma wona so
shaibu ana na America no who's the last na America no
power be swan
yes who's a YouTube wa ye were over 50 YouTube channels you betimi strike you because omo fire content but o strike nipa no a paso be na obenya no so enti there was a time a channel a wo fa me content obegina me channel ase and all advertisers say and o gu me channel na nima ase say omo nko no konko subscribe enti in fact me bufu yi me nye bi da ade a na me se me nye bi da say me strike obi channel why na me strike no enti me strike no say anya ona no na enti wa no ona no frame me say me yonko say Frank me follow mo papa wono kra we adwuma daily guide enti o kan am oh sorry ehwa na me ko release bibia na me demand go ho enti say problem ba na obi frew mu say eya simasia because of dignity nipa no nti no ka say we de we say mpanufo wo baby say ya say enchene anko ba bia ye die say wa hu no enti nka mu hu say ya Jojo Tibonsu no oh we de papa kafra
hello ebusiafo so pesifita asracha odofo de and then nafa ho kodom unique laser whitening our toothpaste stronko a odi twitwe osin a ema osin eye fita na eye fita no nso no na eyi enka bone bia ewo no mu bia any tea stain coffee stain smoking stain sibia unique laser whitening product ebeyi ni nyina free so ama kama de obaya ni say utu so na odi bi egu o brush do so na odi etwitwe osin so nyina kama Uvia and who were num general when num sa into for unique laser whitening. I was 07999792330 unique laser whitening or say Muni Seso.
Penifose bibio wi asenti ne da ne atopno na ne pabone fonti e wo se wo bambo hu hia na ne papa mu de Pro Technologies ana me kan fama wo ane Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yeton esa install CCTV cameras in the South Ghana and NASA brochure na ufi Ghana. Now beso CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies and Ninsa also. We CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell, and intercom, and satellite TV, home theater. So upe biato, and wato, and pese be install them out. Pro Technologies and our software. Na shenenso. See mfidie nyina fra America brochimem enti sɛ papam na opɛ dia manwene ho na ne bo nso da fam mekyɛ ye no the web brochimem ha ɛne e branch ɛwɔ Ghana ye ni mo bra wo bre enti sika fa ye nsɛm sɛ fa nya japade ma wɔ Ghana wo da na ne ɛtɛne sɛ yɛsan general construction so web brochire na pɛ sɛ osi fi wɔ Ghana ɛdan plan bi a pɛ sɛ osi sɛ wa hyɛ ase dada anaafe na pɛ sɛ osi plan bia yebesi ama eno achi so yen solar power ana bamba ho nsensem bi ade woni ye ni nsawo so ne esanso ye smart home abefo mfidie bi apese hyehyɛ ewo fie ana watwuma mo de ma wo woni ye ni nsawo so we are just a call away ne esanso wadan de ma han ana ofre brochira bedu Ghana na wo pe full house room ana apartment ahan for short term ana long term ye be ma obiane border form na bamba ho nsem de manwene ho enna ye interior decoration so wasi fie na wie ana yasi fie na ma no yes sign decoration ye besiesie odi ana office so e di ama no edi so to mfidie bi na wo hokun afa so install ana ne settings ye beye e di ama e wo Ghana wo behu yen wo mra ofra denta e di wani a che dodowa wo behu ye e wo ahie ye ne Emerlin Pharmacy e na wo the same building. For information or WhatsApp 401 7570 300 and +401